Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the Marion Hy-Vee dietitian and chef.
And I'm Chef Luke of Edgewood Road Hy-Vee.
And we're going to tell you how to celebrate National Drink Wine Day, which is Monday, February 18th.
So we'll show you some pairings with wine and food and cook off a few items using wine to cook with.
So let's head upstairs. Okay, so now we're up in the Edgewood Hy-Vee club room. So we're going to get cooking. So I'm going to show you how to do some caramelized onions, which are perfect on hamburgers, flatbread pizza, and also steak. So let's get going. So first I cut up one large Vidalia onion, and that's going in here. So you can see one large onion goes a long way. And so what we want to do is just add a little bit of olive oil to this. And it's heating over a medium-high flame. So just let that go. And actually, this is one of those things that you want to be a little bit patient. It normally takes about 10 to 15 minutes to really get it really well caramelized. And at that point, once it starts to brown, we want to add a white wine. This is a Pinot Grigio. And so we just add a little bit of that to the pan to deglaze it. And also at that point you want to well season it with some kosher salt and fresh cracked pepper. And then my little trick that I like to do just to make sure it's completely well caramelized and well browned is add a little touch, and that is more than a touch, of brown sugar. So you just stir that in. And then once that reduces, this is what you have. And so, like I said, well caramelized, very sweet, and just very delicious. So there you go.
I'll be showing you how to sear off a piece of steak, and we'll actually use the wine to make a quick sauce with it, kind of a pan dripping sauce. Now this is just eye around steak. We'll put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we're just using an extra virgin olive oil in here. And you want to get the pan to where it's just a little bit of smoke coming off of it, so you get a nice hard sear. So we'll put this down into there. Put a little bit more salt on the back side. A little pepper. Now we're just looking for some color on the back side of this. If you want to take it to a higher done temperature, you of course just leave it down on its first side to sear for probably a good 4 to 5 minutes. But I like a steak rare, a little bit more flavor to it. So give it a little press, make sure we're getting a nice even sear. So if your grease has been hot, you'll have some nice color on the back side of it like that. So now that our oil is hot, we can make a quick pan sauce. Now we're just using a Chianti Classico 2010. It's a nice red wine. Red wine they find usually works better with beef. So just kind of get the oil down near the front where it's good and hot. Throw the wine into there. Get a good amount. You got to ignite off the alcohol. But your wine is basically just quickly reducing in here. So it's nice and bubbly. Get a nice, quick flavored sauce that already has the flavor of your piece of beef into there. I've already seared off a piece of steak and used a little bit of Chef Jen's caramelized onions. So we'll take that over to here. You can even just take your tongs. Just put a little bit of sauce onto there. It's going to be a really fairly strongly flavored sauce, so you don't need a whole bunch. Put a little bit around the steak. Pour a little bit on top of the caramelized onions. You have a nice pan-seared sauce on a seared eye of round and some of Chef Jen's caramelized onions. Bon appetit!
So now we're going to explain some food and wine pairings that work well together. First off, our Pinot Grigio that we used earlier also pairs well with spicy dishes like Chinese food because of the crisp acidity. It pairs really well, kind of cuts some of that spiciness. And also the Chianti that we used earlier pairs well with Italian dishes like pizza or spaghetti, just because the tomato sauce is very acidic, so it helps to cut a little bit of that acidity. It's a really bold flavor, which is good.
Yeah, Chianti's really good for the, like she said, the nice bold flavor, and it worked well when we made the pan dripping sauce with the Hy-Vee round steak, so that we almost kind of have our own little dish here. It's got the steak and the sauce, and everyone, you know, kind of says that red goes with beef, and I concur. We've got, for kind of a dessert, we've got a barefoot that's kind of a Moscato Spumante champagne, so it's going to have a little bit of a sweeter notes to it. And so we've got some strawberries and some pecan shortbread cookies, because they're kind of sweets. Sometimes you have a couple sweet things, they almost kind of cancel each other out, so you just get some of the nice flavor to it. So these are some of our wine pairing choices.
So be sure to come visit us on National Drink Wine Day. On February 18th, we'll be in our Wine and Spirits department. I'm at the Marion Hy-Vee, and Luke is at Edgewood, and we'll be there from 4 to 7 p.m.
Hope to see you there. But you get the oil down at the front. You're going to pour your wine in, and it's going to ignite. And you're cooking off all the alcohol right there. One of the few times that it's okay to actually ignite your oil. You get it right there, and that's actually, whoa, oh, that was a bit hot. Uh-oh, we're going to have to reshoot that one.